for every 10 feet moved. 10 feet moved, yes. Hunger can be spent to increase the distance the enemy travels by 5. Enemy travels by 5 feet. Actually, I'm going to do 1 foot. So pretty much if you want to move someone 5 feet in any other direction, you're going to have to spend 5 of your hunger. So that's kind of the... So actually, if I'm 5 hunger may be spent to move the tar. Get 5 feet. 5 feet further. Capitalize the size. Double down and maybe make a move toward down. Defeats an enemy. They may make a move toward the closest enemy. Okay, so we want the may in there because if the may's in there, that means they have the option to. Hunting slab of meat. Dave's. Put that. Dave's unique charm. The Dave's unique charm gives their allies encouragement to fight harder. They gain defense equal to the Dave's charm within 10 feet of them. Allies gain defense equal to the Dave's charm. Modifier? Yeah, modifier. Shield slot now has a range of 5 times strength. Oh, Captain, my captain. That's pretty much you. I'm gonna be. Add strength modifier to the damage. Okay. Do I capitalize the modifier? Yeah, I'm gonna capitalize the modifier. The train now deals damage equal to the Dave's strength score. Strength modifier. Or maybe spent to increase damage as well as the range. Okay. Okay, we finally enter the casters. Yay! Oh, jeez, why are we here? Okay, skilled in academics and wisdom. Power of friendship has +1 defense for every nearby 15-foot ally. The player makes an arcana attack, dealing 1d4 cold damage. Copycat makes an illusionary version of themselves next to them. Make all the actions Frosty does, but does not perform them. This needs something else. There's a perform. If in targets the Frosty. If an enemy targets the Frosty with a single target attack, the illusion is belt instead. Effectively, I'm treating it like mirror image and D&D a little bit. That's the idea of if you have an illusion, as long as you have an illusion up, you can't really get hit by a direct attack. But if you were to have, actually I should put, can have their copycats. There we go. Freeze frame, that is plus 1d4 on the first turn, 1d4 to Frosty's next turn. The real trait, sweet surprise, gives advantage on their next action. Yeah, I think that works. It's not my favorite mechanic in the world, but it's kind of a risk-reward. Mostly if you just use your next turn, in this case, for a move or something, that you've already used your disadvantage for your next action, even if it doesn't require a roll. While this one, you're hitting them, this is kind of a gamble one, but I think it works. Of Dodes. Plus 1d4 cold damage first turn, 2d4 the second, 1d4 the third. May spend hunger to increase the cold damage by plus 1 per round. Freeze, cold snap, now does plus 1d4 the first turn. .1d4 plus 2d4. Now it does plus 2d4. The first, 2d4 the second, 1d4 the third. Okay. So you can constantly kind of stack cold snaps and just do a shit ton of damage. Okay. Now, cold snap now inflicts freeze on the target. On the target for a turn, they are unable to actively attack when the spell runs out. Cold snap now affects Arcana targets. Sweet surprise and brave is effective the Arcana try. Okay, bacon in or fries, basic melee weapon. Basic melee weapons and athletics. Arcana check to. I'm gonna tone down the range on that and make that only 30 feet instead of 60. Because cold snap isn't even that good. Smoky distortion, fires can kind of give it opponent's disadvantage. Makes an Arcana check to give an opponent disadvantage to all actions till they succeed at 13. Okay, that works. Don't stop, just move. Extra meaty. 5 feet with any successful melee attack. They may spend hunger to add an additional. They may spend 5 hunger to move an additional. 5 hunger to move an additional 5 feet. The melee Hanselina does 2d8 plus strength damage. Arcana d8 damage. I'm going to make that. I'm going to cancel that down real low. I might have to dip off here for a bit. So I will leave you with silence. Actually, what I should do, I'm going to fix my OBS for, like, now. Actually, no, I won't do that yet. We're still listening to Russian Doomer music. Yeah, I'm going to boost that up, boost it up a little bit. You guys can't hear Russian Doomer music as well, because why are we here? It's definitely not to listen to me talk to myself about fucking Wendy's. Let's see. Explosion does strength plus arcana. Modifier D8 damage. Insert footnote. Plus 2 strength and plus 2. Arcana would be a 4d8. You can technically get that up to, I think, 8d8 damage, which is actually pretty good. It's one of the stronger attacks in the just game in general. And actually, I'm going to tone that down just because you can kind of base your entire combat routine around it and just make it 10 feet. Let's see. Academics and cooking, putting it all together, choose an ally, they get an additional action next turn. Yeah. Chili requires less ingredients. This is going to be, I'm going to put a red mark right here, because this is the problem child here is because we're going to change the cooking system. Once the cooking system is fixed, we can actually make some changes here. So, inspires hope in their allies, they gain advantage on their next action on their turn. Okay, yeah, so this is... Yeah, so this is this for other people, okay. And it's hard to pull it all together on, like, warm feelings, because, yeah, it takes 2 actions, unless you get, like, multiple. Dark home feelings, warm feelings give an ally +1 defense in addition to the effects. Yeah. Faith in the meat, analyze till the advantage to the next roll as well. I'm going to put check right there. Should be doing that throughout. Let's see. A hearty meal all around the campfire provides 3 buffs. Burning Desire, analyze, affects all allies. Deep Simmer. Yeah, Burning Desire kind of nullifies warm feelings. So I'm actually going to change this. Burning Desire, I'm going to change it to something a little bit more offensive. So let's see. Burning Desire, analyze. There we go. Pretty much, Chili, I pictured Chili as being the guy who's kind of controlling the battlefield a little bit more and giving his allies advantages of making sure that they're doing the most they can do rather than being like a direct, like, I am a punch man. So, let's see. The potatoes' connection to the world is strong, allowing them to detect threats and foraging effectively when outside. Inside, comma, they gain a +2 to all foraging checks. Root of the problem makes an Arcana check to deal 1d8 plus intelligence to an opponent as roots spring from the ground to attack the enemy. They can only be used outside. Yeah, I think that works. 5 hunger for a second action. It may not use once per once. Potato turn his listen twisted gnarl root mailed grip onto objects or use as weapon, dealing 1d6 plus strength damage. The problem cannot be manipulated. He's like Sprat Vine after it's been triggered. All vines on Sprat Vine deals in has damage 2d6 plus strength. Root of the problem that cast onto intelligence enemies. Golden potato, double bake. It's now 2 hunger for a second action. Okay. Bump that up to 3 actually instead of. So you reduce it by 5. So if you use it once every round, you're effectively saving about 4 health. Yeah, that's a good. You're not gonna have that much health to begin with, so yeah, that should work. All right, we have made our way through all of the main classes. Majority of them are good. Majority of them sort of work. So let's take a look at actually combat. So we want to active an ability. Active ability. Use one of their abilities from their order. Rolls against opponent's defense. Because defending themselves, whether keeping their head down, or pairing their weapon, they add their strength or grace to their defense until next turn. Delay between current issues. They totally refocus, maneuver, to actively change position by ducking, dodging, shoving their way through a situation. Other perform complex action, refocus. They reroll. Do I have 1d20 plus grace to determine initial in it? Yeah. They reroll their initiative with advantage. The character's invisible position on their battlefield. Engage with an enemy. So, here's what I can do actually. I'm going to pull up my handy dandy so let me see. I want to add to my drive actually. So this is actually my friend's character for the campaign we're actually running right now. So here's all my degenerate crap in my where are you? Okay, I'm gonna have to do it the brute force way. Aha! You think I know what I'm doing, but I secretly have no idea. Alright, give me 1 second. There we are. Copy image. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. And in turn, shrink down these two. We want to put you right there. There we are. There we go. So some abilities, equipment have also a unique element associated with it. The element outside of their innate properties. Fire is hot. Also counter another element. If attacking an opponent with an element they are weak against, their defense is lowered by half, but if attacking an opponent with an element they are strong against, their defense is doubled. So earth beats thunder, thunder beats water, water beats fire, fire beats ice, ice beats wind, wind beats earth, light and darkness counter one another. Okay, so I'm going to put, let's actually take a look. So we're going to do a side note here, actually. Side note. Actually, no. Size. Minuscule. Tiny threats. And monstrous foes. Sizes. Enemies. Shapes and sizes. This is represented. Common all shapes and sizes. This is represented by their size category. Ranked from 1 to 6. The size of the enemy determines their overall size for scale, as well as having certain bonuses and penalties applied to them. Actually, what I'm going to do, we're going to go to Feast of Legends Clapback. We're going to go to this, and now if you watch the Fate Lonely Dance one, you know where this is going. We're making tables. Yay! Tables save lives. So let's see. Size, rank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So rough size. No, I'm not going to make a table. I don't think that works. So tiny, size 1. Tiny creatures are small and often numerous. The size of small animals as well as the size of small animals. Yeah. Like lizards. And what's another small animal that people know? Ah, and cats. Lizards and cats. We give them a bonus. Tiny creatures cannot be struck in an attack of opportunity. Plus, on the other side, tiny creatures take double damage from physical attacks. Small, size 2. Small creatures. Fueling off the numerous, these small animals. Chicken goblin. Have no bonus. Small tamed animals like dogs and short monsters. Average size 3. Average creatures are the size of most humans or larger animal. Have no bonus. Average creatures have no penalties. Large size 4. Large creatures are noticeably larger than average human. Large creatures are noticeably larger than humans and find it difficult to integrate into societies. Large creatures gain a +2 to strike with melee weapon. Large creatures cannot fit into average armor or weapons. Pretty much, if you were large, you're just going to be able to hit people, hit people easier and do things a little bit more. Actually, I should make this as flat. Large creatures gain +5 hunger and +2 to damage into physical damage. Large creatures cannot human-sized equipment or fit inside human-sized dwellings. Not really a penalty, but giant size 5. Towers above most buildings. Ventures to take down. Which is game +10 hunger, +4 to physical damage. Giant creatures. size equipment or fit inside human-sized dwellings. Titanic, size 6. Right. It's not a perfect system, but it works. Oh, I made a goof. Normal text. I'm probably going to take Giant down, make this its own page, give them an own picture, opportunity. It takes 6. It takes poison value HP until it's cured, bleeding until it's cured, burning and take minus burn value HP until they are put out. It's put magically to sleep. They cannot act until they roll or make a T10 strength roll. Silence cannot use magic or abilities. When they're blind, thrown into a wild fury, they attack a random character within 5 feet or move to the nearest one of them every turn. They have 0 defense. Character is dazed and confused. They randomly move in any direction. Wears off in strength or intelligence. Minus 10 rounds. Strength plus intelligence modifier, minus 10 rounds. Okay. Frozen stiff, they cannot move or act for the freeze value in turns. Actions have been slowed significantly. Dedicate next 2 actions to a single one. transform into something harmless, taking an act for moving. Any other order, ability, skills, or magic items. And weak to the element, they treat as their. I realize I just put ailments in. Did I not put buffs in? I didn't put buffs in. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we want to go here. We want to go to Tabletop Online. What Tabletop Online is, it is my isekai system, fantasy system that I wrote. And what we want to do is we want to put buffs in. And you may be wondering, why do we want to put buffs in? Because people like buffs. Skills used. Center metal. Metal center. Now, I could be real specific and try to get this to match up exactly, but I don't really want to do that right now because I'm lazy. But let's see. Has been out the character roles. With the 6 to all their actions with a plus value turns. Undergo haste. They can perform 2 actions around of haste value. Resistant to the element, they're treated strong. We want to go back to Tabletop Online. We want to go all the way down here. Where actually are you? Dungeoneering. No. Everything's wrong and bad and awful, and I hate it. We want to go to right here. Alright. I'm going to go take a short break while I take this call. Give me one moment. Hi, I'm back. I had a call from my mom, and I needed to take it. So, where were we? So, we were going through classes. Now, for reference's sake, in my squeaky, 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 squeaky chair. So, if we go all the way back up here, persuasive symptom. Buffalo. So if we go all the way down here, if I can actually do my job right. I add this picture as well as this Monster Hunter one. Everything should be good here. But that's all I really did during downtime there. So now let's go all the way up to our proof of concept classes. So let's see, Tricky Soldier, +1, Breakable Wall, +5 Hunger, Power Swing, pours all their strength into the swing. They add their strength modifier to damage twice. The Whopper gains advantage on their first attack. Strikes an opponent, starts swinging there, move back 5 feet. Strikes a target. Size 1, 2, 3. Nope. Power swing adds double their damage die to the roll. Okay. Intercept may move away if the fail move to engage an ally of 10 feet. May not do this if they are engaged. Recover swing, misses an attack. They may make a second attack with no modifiers to damage. Meat Beast, Anger. Offer deals +4 damage from all sources. So angry. They cannot be engaged while moving on their turn. Okay. You can dedicate their turn aiming carefully with a range or melee weapon. They triple their 2-hit next turn. Dolphin Elegant, Stump Back, Fish Fillet makes an attack only to move 5 feet to the side or back after the swing is complete. So they attack and then move. Okay. Deadly Aim, take aim, that quad. No. Take aim, now quadruples their to their hit next turn. May spend hunger to increase damage. Hamper. Except for to slow down and impair their foes, they lower their enemy's initiative by their grace modifier. If they beat their defense with a grit. Slice and this takes range attack. Now it deals melee weapon damage in addition to giving the hampered enemy. Okay. All together now. Attack on melee ranges. Add slide tap dance, now 10 feet. On legs, don't forget the kick, left, right, and twirl allows the rodeo to counterattack if an enemy does and does not hit. Mozzarella deals half damage to enemy to an enemy. Mozzarella deals half damage to an enemy equal to the harm they do to them. I'll put a footnote in there actually. Enemy deals 10 damage to I'm just going to turn that down, buff that down to 40 feet instead of 45. Rapid fire casting now deals d6 damage. I'm going to maybe add on to each attack. Actually, since it gets such a big buff, I'm going to put it down to 30 feet because it goes from D. Yeah. There's Scholar of the Flame, +1 intelligence. Rapid fire casting now deals D8 damage. D8, D12. Rounding down. So, okay, we have reached the Big Mac. Turtle up, 2+2 defense, +5 hunger, slap and stab, shield defense value to their 2 hits. Menacing aura, all movements by enemies cease within 5 feet of the Big Mac. We face, power moves, slap and stab, now pushes 5 feet, and the Big Mac follows the struck target. May add hunger for +1 damage. Classical hero. All the Big Mac's allies gain advantage on the first turn of combat. Tired, hungry, and unbowed. Anytime Big Mac spends their hunger for actions or expeditions, it is converted into temporary HP. And strike a target and a single target until they're net. Eat a plenty, eat up now, gives 1d10 plus, warm and fluffy, +1 charm, adding a bit more. Mystic shield, add Arcana defense for in turn, double stack, add a second meal buff. Yeah, pancakes are all about pretty much cooking the best food and getting a bunch of buffs for it. Alright, the barbecue bourbon brisket. Bare Knuckle Showdown. Fist of Steel now does 1d8 damage. May spend Hunger to Bottle Smasher. Fist of Steel now d10 damage. Stun 1 and Platinum Fist now does do 20 damage. I am the meat. I am meat. And Buffalo. Equal to the intelligence modifier. Pancake adds Arcana to defense for 8 turns. Alright. So, everything's there is good. We've cleaned up the abilities, added target sizes. We've actually fixed up the actions in combat quite a bit today as well. So we've done kind of everything we need to do there. So if we go all the way up, let's fix our preface to make sure everything looks the way it should. Add some buffs, sizes, attacks. So let's go to advancement. So character in battle and struggle, they'll gain experience and eventually level up, increasing their abilities and skills. When a character advances one level to the next, do I even give an experience system in this? No, I don't believe I actually give an experience system. Do I have an experience system in the monster section, maybe? Expeditions. Sharp Rock. I don't. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to ruthlessly steal from my own doing. You may be saying, but Anon, that's not how you're supposed to do things. You're supposed to do things all natural for each game to make it unique. Ha, that's a good joke. Don't fix what isn't broken, so let's see. Hitting level cap. Level 1, starting adventures. So, plus 1 of their class attributes. One of their class health died to their HP, a skill of their choice. Select any order ability within their class and level. Character is allowed to select an order outside of their class. They must choose a level 1 or highest available. I'm a beef class, but I've invested and leveled up in chicken order. Can only increase that order's level by 1, even from a higher total level. What? What am I seeing here? Alright, so... pancakes. Everything's pancakes now. So, let's see. Let's take this hitting level cap. We're going to put it right here. And then we're going to go to Feast of Legends again. You may be wondering why I keep referencing back to Tabletop Online. It is because I used a lot of stuff from Tabletop Online when I was making this. So it's kind of, you could say, it's progenitor in a few ways. Let's listen to more Doomer music. It's going to show an ad. Nope. Good old Doomer music. Experience points to their adventure. When they reach a certain threshold, they level up. Level 1, starting adventures. 10 XP, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's not stacked when a character reaches level 2. They can choose the option. So... mass experience points. Why did it shoot me all the way up there? Okay. Yeah. So they always receive class health die in addition to their HP. They always receive +1 of their class attribute. They also get a skill of their choice. They get a new set of order abilities. The character is allowed to select any order ability within their class and level. Okay. Character is allowed to select an order outside their class, but they must choose a level 1 or the highest available. Okay. Wording on there is a little bit weird, but it works. Effectively saying is, if I'm level 4 and I have a beef class, so I'm beef class, I'm best to level up into a chicken order, I can only increase that order's level by 1, even if I'm higher total level. So if I'm beef, I'm going to work with beef, and I can select anything from the beef categories, which are kind of encouraged to go down the single route more often. You're encouraged to go down your single order because everything in the order kind of builds off of each other, but you're able to select something outside of your class, but you have to choose what level 1 or the highest available in that order. I gotta make sure I use the terms right. Classes in order. Chicken class, beef class, side class. Okay, yes, I did use the terms right. I think I was overthinking it. But that's what we do here. We overthink things and wonder why we're getting lost. This is also a really cute picture, by the way. Character allowed to select no order. Okay. I think we got this roughly sorted out. So everything there is looking good. So effectively you get 10 levels, and that means roughly you can complete 2 orders during a full campaign. Now, going through all the orders, it's pretty easy to see that they all can get kind of insane. But you can also see that if you really, really want to, you can go past 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, by just adding 5 to this. Just 55 experience needed, 60, 60, 65, 70, 75, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the thing is, just like, it doesn't stack, so it immediately goes back down to 0. So you hit 10, you go back down to 15. Hit 15, go back to 0. You got to go to 20, 25. So it takes time to get to the higher levels. Alright. So, okay. So next time what we're going to work on, so we cleaned up the advancement section. We're going, I don't think we need to really clean up the magic section anymore. So we're going to try to fix up equipment next time. That's going to be our first priority. We're going to fix that up. Then we're going to add the social groups. I think that'll be fun to work with. After that, I think we're going to add the cooking mechanic in. Once we add the cooking mechanic in, then we start on Big Think class time, in which we add as many classes as we physically can, as fast as we want to. So, thank you all for watching this far. Sorry for the break in the middle there. We are going an hour and a half roughly today, so thank you all very much. And have a wonderful rest of your time. Goodbye.